Okay, so hello, manists. Today we're responding to a video called My Morning Routine with Jesus. I have not seen this video, so I'm gonna let Zero introduce this.
We just personally believe, as the head of the team, that we need to spread our own opinion. And one of the ideas, there are many ideas we have, is to react to some of these different religious videos. And if this series picks up by you fellow manists, then we will continue.
Indeed. Now,
So is everybody ready
so
for the video?
yes, the Chin, are you here still?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. So we're all here. Me, Uncle Ramesh, Esh, Zero, and the Chin. Let us begin. You can be the controller, Zero.
Okay, it's gonna start.
I do this because in Mark 1:35 it says that Jesus, waking up very early in the morning, he went to a quiet place and there he prayed. And Jesus.
Sorry, but can I just point out that she looks like a blobfish?
Ooh, what a roast we have.
Lived in such a way that we're called to live as he did. And so Jesus.
Just another little note too, that this is still 18 seconds into the video, and we are already thrown into a situation. No, and this really demented look on her face looking out the window.
It's delusional. She clearly hasn't seen the light of man.
That is a different light. Continue.
He set aside a time in the morning to spend time with the Father,
That
to go
smile.
private before he went public. And that is so powerful because the moment I step outside of my bedroom door, I'm going to be attacked with lies upon lies upon lies.
Lies.
Okay.
Lies.
Okay.
Is
Please,
monism a lie? Is that what she's implying?
Is she insulting the religion?
Please.
Okay, one at a time, everyone. Chin bearer, what
This is
is
just
your
so
view?
outrageous.
She can't be assaulted with lies and lies as soon as she gets out of her room. If
Assaulted, they're
that's the case,
waiting at
then
her by the
animal
door.
itself would be a lie to her.
Yeah, who are these people who are like waiting outside her room with like
Yeah.
lies?
Stalkers must be stalkers.
A stalker
No,
problem.
that's just Mr. Man.
No, actually, I
Being
would
a
like to
stalker
finish
is
that
a good
statement. I think it's just marine biologists trying to.
thing. Get the escaped
Ooh, the
blobfish.
continuous roast.
Mr. Man sees beauty in all things, except adults. Only the insolent, only the children.
Okay.
Because we live in a world that is ruled by the father of lies. So it is
The
crucial
father.
and it is
Wait.
The father of lies.
Did she
Did she
just?
say
Did she just?
God is
She
the
said.
father of lies.
Did she just say that?
Lies upon lies upon lies assault her.
She never clocked, but she said that.
She
God
just
is a
said that
fucking
God,
liar.
that her God, the God of Abraham, is lies.
Yeah.
Of course, Mr. Man would never lie. Well, he would, but only
He always tells the truth.
in the end. Man is truth, therefore he cannot lie by definition.
Yes.
However, sometimes his speech is not necessarily his intent.
It's,
But that is
really
not
just
lying.
Ambiguous to
To
our
our
human minds.
our diminutive intellect.
Yes.
Yes. Let's continue with the video.
essential that I get my armor of God on.
Armor
I fill
of
my heart
God.
with his truth. And that I know what he says about me and I know what he says about his people. And so that's what this is. This is my morning routine of going private before I go public. I start.
It's quite ironic how, in her attempt to become so private, this
She's
video has gone so
publicating it.
incredibly viral.
Yes, interesting indeed.
Right there when I wake up. And the moment that my eyes open, I start singing. I start singing because I can't help it. I can't help it. My God is so good.
I
In the
haven't seen
morning,
it.
he
What the hell?
brings me word of his unfailing love. And I get so excited because just as the sun rises, I get to rise and be in his presence. And I get to praise him. Okay, so now.
Okay.
That's just psychopathic.
I would like to state that
Singing.
her eyes are open to a degree that a human should not be able to achieve.
She does indeed have
I think
360-degree vision.
Yeah.
I think that she's either really exaggerating or she's just outright lying. She gets up and sings like.
She's either over exaggerating or she's
I mean-
mental. She's
Nah,
just
we wake
mental.
up with Mr. Man next to us in our bed, but we don't sing about it. We scream in agony.
Yes.
Or in pleasure.
This is such a delusional
Agony,
interpretation
pleasure,
of
same thing.
man's word. Delusional, I tell you. Okay, let's continue. We've got a lot to get
Now,
through.
I just finished singing to my sweet Jesus, and then I put my feet over the bed and start dangling them because they don't
That's just because you're very young.
reach. And
Is she young
also
enough to
because
be
I don't want to
raped
take
by
a
man? Baptized? Is she young?
I don't believe
Oh.
so.
Perhaps she would just be at the very edge of the limit.
Marine animals.
Possibly.
Possibly.
single step until I give my every step to the Lord. And I start praying over my day. And one verse that I pray over every single morning is right here, and it's in Psalm 143, verses 8 through 10. It says, "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, God, for I put my trust in you. And show me
Apostate,
the way that I should go. For
heretic.
to you I entrust my life. Rescue me from my enemies, Lord, for I..."
No need to pause.
Oh, okay.
Only
hide myself in you.
a
You're my
remark.
secret place.
A very crucial.
Teach me to do your
So-
will, for you are my God. May your good spirit lead me on level ground. And then I go over here to Isaiah 6:8. It says, "I heard the
Ooh.
voice of the Lord saying, whom shall we send? Who shall go for us? And intentionally I say, God, here I am, send me." I want God to become greater, and I want him to become
the Book of
all
Isaiah.
the more powerful. I want
What a
him
good
to get
book
the
that is.
fame.
I just have to point
Can
out.
we just look on the? You see her armpits. The amount of sweat that has built up must be from the excess of praying.
Has
This
she
has
been
never
like,
happened to a
has-
menace.
in order to emulate Jesus, has she like actually crucified herself and like just left
Most
all the
probably.
Another thing I'd like to point out is that her quotes that she sticks everywhere in her house and room, everywhere, I guarantee almost that there is not one
Mm.
negative or contradicting quote.
Yeah, what about Psalm 137 in it,
Yes.
bruv?
The manuscript is far superior, I believe.
Mhm.
Perhaps,
Efficient-
although
efficient.
I do like this idea of sticking them on the wall. Perhaps I should stick chapters on the wall
Quite
in my
literally
room.
take a page out of a sticky note pad.
Sticky note.
I want him to get the likes. I want him to get the likes. I want him to get all of the glory, knowing that I am.
I'm sorry, did she say she wants Jesus to get the likes
The
on like,
likes.
social
I
media?
do
Like?
believe
Or did she say like?
He's actually fucking delusional. We're not claiming that we want Mr.
You
Man to
said
get
it-
the likes.
you said
We're
it
manists. Mr. Man isn't concerned with such mundane matters.
Yes.
Mm.
It's just
Trivial matters to him.
Yes,
Mm.
exactly.
I am his vessel. I am his ambassador.
His
and I'm
vessel.
excited
That's
Jesus
just
would not.
that's
want
just
you to be
that's
his
just
vessel.
outright like copying manism.
It's-
These Christians,
Plagiarism
man.
from
Plagiarism.
Yeah, I
That-
don't think Jesus gave any consent for you to be his vessel.
yeah, but
I think that's
wasn't
quite
it-
presumptuous.
That's a bit.
Wouldn't that be defamation of character for Jesus?
I thought that the Jews
I-
were. I thought the Jews
didn't
were
know
his
Jesus was a
chosen
bitch.
people.
It's quite a conundrum. Quite a conundrum.
When he sent
indeed.
out the apostles to evangelize, did he not say not to evangelize to the Samaritans and the Gentiles? I do believe. Yes.
Okay, so I go to turn on my lamp. And the moment that I turn on my lamp, I'm just reminded of how good God is. Because on my lamp, I have.
How does that? How does the lamp that you could get from anywhere, any old dumpster?
The photons
Show.
remind me
I like to think. I like to
I
think.
can understand quotes being linking, but an ordinary household
lamp.
item, that's like saying the water bottle reminds me of my toenail. It does not have any correlation.
I like to think that
The dildo
I like to think of
reminds her of her
manism
mother.
as a science. Like
It
it's
is.
most scientific because it's based on observations of Mr. Man. So in a
Not just speculation, yes.
yeah, it's not just speculation. It is fact, but it's also science, scientific fact.
Psalm 119, 105.
Yeah.
It says,
Oh, I
"Your
wasn't
word
finished
is a lamp."
talking.
Oh,
My point
sorry,
my
sorry.
point was that these people, yeah, they just reject man. You can quite clearly see him in front of you. Man doesn't claim to like own household objects. He is good because he does good acts, not because he's our creator. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yes, I see where
Perhaps
you're
I should
pointing towards.
talk less. I feel like I'm dominating
Your
here.
insight is positive, actually.
Yes, I shall unpause now.
To my feet and a light to my path. Meaning I can trust and rely on the beautiful promise that He is going to lead me where I'm supposed to go. So this is my prayer place. And if you see all the verses, these are all talking about prayer. Because this is where I come and intentionally talk to God.
Wait.
My whole life
Did
is
she just say she comes there, right where she prays? I mean, I thought that they in Christianity they said that you shouldn't like masturbate, but
Yes.
I mean, Mr. Man's pretty proud. I think she could be a
It
closet.
causes you
She
to
could be
sin.
a closet manist.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What do you think, Chin?
I think certainly that would be a very possibility. She could be a manist, and she is simply denying that fact.
She
Yeah. Just internalizing
closet,
her
quite
love for man.
internalized oppression.
Yes, indeed. Internalized oppression.
Indeed.
prayer.
Ugh.
Because God says to pray without ceasing. This is where I come in the morning.
She comes.
She's
in the
dedicated her life to this.
She comes. I
I
still
mean,
like. It's a
she's
bit
quite
early in the
devoted.
morning, isn't it?
Mm.
Coming in the
but not
morning.
as devoted as us. Clearly, no. She's lacking in efficiency and skill. No one represents a lamp as their god. No.
Oh, yeah.
And keep in mind too, my phone isn't here. I don't have my phone out, don't have social media out. It's just me and God. No,
Wouldn't you
What
say
is
that's
this
quite a
being filmed
negative point? Because social media spreads the word.
We're a religion of the 21st century.
Mm.
We're
I-
very high tech and modern.
Quite stuck in
If
the
she
old
doesn't-
days.
If she doesn't allow electronics on her prayer place, what is she recording this with? A
Yeah.
toothpick? Some shit?
Uncle
Why?
Romesh has a point.
But why? Every place is a place of prayer. Mr. Man can rape you in any location.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Technology can't save
It's
you.
just a double standard.
I think she's only just disabling herself.
Perhaps.
Mm.
It's like touching the soft spot in your head. Like physically pressing it, even though you know it's gonna harm yourself.
Yeah.
I think her whole head's a bit soft, to be honest.
It
What?
is called a voluntary lobotomy.
Indeed.
it's just us. Just us. So
That was a
then I get to go
funny
to
joke,
God's
Uncle
word.
Romesh.
And what's so cool is sometimes whenever you look at God's word, it can be kind of intimidating. It's really big. It's like 66 books and like 2,000 chapters. Like,
Wait, 66?
a lot. And so
I thought there were 73.
I
God,
believe
this
she
is-
has.
She doesn't even know how
For
many
as
there
many
is.
quotes
She
wrote
doesn't even
on
know
Instagram.
how many books are in her own bloody good book.
Then
Her own
again,
Oh,
I
homemade
do
book.
have a question.
Yeah.
Why is her speech so sexualized?
I
It's
don't
so
know.
big.
I think it's the closet
So
man is
big,
theory.
I come
Yeah.
to my prayers, but it all
I
sounds a
think,
bit.
I
God's
think
word
the
is
Fisher
so
of Truth's
big.
theory still stands that she is a closet manist.
Yes, indeed.
No,
How
manism.
worthy of
In
certain
manism, we
things.
strive to have a sexual relationship with our creator.
Hmm.
That makes it sound so fucked up. Okay. Let's play it. Let's watch it.
Something that I do is just one verse. Just one verse. If you are just now starting to read God's Word, I encourage you to pick one verse and meditate on it for 1 week. Just one verse for 1 week. And it doesn't have to be long. Like, it could be Psalm 23:1. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. It's just 9 words. I wake up in the morning. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I go downstairs. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
I go to the police and say, lock this girl up.
It's like if I focused on. It's like if we focused on and
One verse, Jesus.
and the mini man came down from Mount Sinai with the Viagra tablets on which the commandments were written. Like what? Like why?
And for a week?
For a week?
For a book that is so long, it would take a lifetime to go through a verse a week. Eventually,
It's
read
not
the
meant to be
Bible.
it's
taken
not
out of.
realistic.
I just realized that her body is aligned in such a way that it looks like she has a dick. Look, if you see how we have the picture of Mr. Man in the middle with his dick out.
Yes.
Yeah,
One of his
her
many
body
films.
is literally on top of it.
Ah, I see the correlation you are.
Well, on my screen, it looks like Mr. Man's penis is poking through her floor.
That is quite a interesting coincidence, Uncle Ramesh.
I'm
Yes,
just
indeed.
wanking off Mr. Man with my mouse right now. Let's all do the same.
Yes, indeed. Yes, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, Mr. Man is satisfied. Let us continue.
Yeah.
I'm walking down the hallway of school. The Lord is my shepherd.
Oh,
I shall not
in
want. Guess
school,
what?
that's the
Whenever
most
that
sacred
trial
place
does
to
come,
man.
or whenever that temptation does come,
Well, that child
because you went
does
private
come.
before you went public, no matter when or where you are, Satan, the Lord is my shepherd.
Uh-oh, Satan, the Lord is
shall
my
not
shepherd.
want. You see, what's so powerful about that is I was preparing for a battle before a battle even ever came. I was getting equipped and ready and filling myself up because I knew that whenever that battle did come, I want to be ready.
I'm sorry, but there is no battle.
There is no battle. There is just
You are
man,
not
and you.
granted
If you
sword and
do,
shield.
It is only the
To
battle
fight.
with the psyche.
You are saying
you're
a sentence.
you're battling against accepting man, and in that you are wrong, and you have committed an apostate.
Or you're battling against your own self-doubt.
What do you say, O great prophet, chin bearer, the mighty, protector of the universe?
Well, I don't know what imaginary battles that she's fighting. She's made it up all in her head.
Indeed.
Indeed.
The instability of the mind.
Let us resume.
I wanted to be ready. I want to be ready when someone comes to me and says, "Hey, Emma, how do you do this? Hey, Emma, I'm going through this. What do
Is
you,
that a
what do you
battle,
suggest?"
though?
And I don't want to give them my opinions. I want to give them truth. I want to give them life. And how do I do that? I go private before I go public. So I spend time in God's Word.
New
It's so
theory.
good. And it feels
She goes private when she gives herself a rub in her prayer place before she goes public.
Posted on Pornhub an hour.
It changes the what's it called, the permission from private to public.
Yes, indeed.
Let's
fills
continue.
my soul. And so when my soul is filled, I
My
can't
soul is
sit
filled.
still.
Is she like
Because
black
I
now?
can't contain the beauty that God just did in my heart. You have to express it. Talking about no burn up.
She's actually black now. A black blobfish.
And I just love how he loves.
Okay, we can't just ignore that transformation from
From
psychopathic.
rich white Christian girl to black evangelist Christian male. The fuck? That's. It just
Some
shows the
sound effects are
instability.
used.
I see Rarish is performing the act of man with his hand. Or not Rarish. Oh, fuck. The Uncle Ramesh is.
Indeed, acolyte.
Hmm.
Yes. Man is pleased.
Manum
Sanctum.
Manum Sanctum.
Yeah. Sanctum.
I do wonder how many men she could fit in her mouth.
Before we stagnate on that topic, let us continue the
Let's
video.
continue.
To join with me, and sometimes when we
That question should be left a question.
waltz,
Only one.
I just take his hand
One
because
man.
his hand is righteous, and his hand is my stronghold, and
Holding
his
the
hand
air.
lifts me high, and his hand upholds
Wait.
me.
Did she
And
just
I'm
say she
reminded
got high from the Lord's hand? Mr. Man.
I also
Mr.
have a very strong feeling that she's actually schizophrenic because she's pretending to
She
dance
has-
with an amount
yes.
of
No,
in her
no.
head.
What if it's Mr. Man revealing himself to her in his own special way?
She might have
Maybe
schizophrenia.
through
though.
the mind.
Schizophrenia.
She might have schizophrenia, in the words of one of
Perhaps
the most
we-
powerful.
we are running a bit over time. Perhaps we should hurry it up.
Okay, God, you're my escort into this day.
Escort.
What I can share with you
What?
is my morning
Whoa.
I don't believe
It's
this
so
is a terrorist
it's so
situation.
sexualized. What the hell?
An escort?
Escort.
Oh yes.
I mean, this is very manist. I really think that she's a manist, just trying not to accept it.
She's battling with herself. This is what
Yeah,
she meant.
this is her battle. It's a
And this
this
is only
video
her
is a,
morning routine.
this is a cry for help.
I don't want to see her daily normal routine. If this is just the morning,
Ugh.
I can only imagine the
Ugh.
despair.
Ugh.
Praying to a
And
god
what I
that
love
doesn't
about
exist.
it is it's very immunized.
Future husband.
It's
What?
unique to who I am and what my relationship with God
Friends?
looks like.
Wait.
You don't
Should we
have to
just
do every
skip
little
back to
detail.
what she values there?
I saw friends. I doubt there's many of them.
Mm.
Visions
Let
or
there be
dreams?
light. Mick.
Visions.
Future
Hmm.
husband.
Visions.
It's very
I don't think that's very likely, to be honest.
Freedom.
God's kingdom. What?
immunized.
God's
People,
kingdom.
people.
Where?
Possible theory. One of her dreams is freedom. Is she locked in her room?
She's being held captive and she's being forced to say everything that she's saying in this video.
It's a
No
real
wonder there's someone recording her.
Miss-
She isn't allowed technology.
Mr.
Just
Man.
trigger you.
Mr. Man has done ceremonial abduction and is forcing her to reevaluate her positions.
Oh my god, this is
This is high
this is an
level.
example. Man is making an example. And her visions, as on the board, is enlightening her.
Indeed. Perhaps we really need to get through this now. So long.
It's unique to who I am and what my relationship with God looks like. You don't have to do every little detail. A dance party is just one of the ways that I love being with the Lord. Bathing my feet over my bed is just one of the ways that I love honoring the Lord. But
I like how that's
some things
part
that
of the
you
routine,
do
not just a
make
thing
sure
she
that you do.
does. It's you have to do this.
And you do spend time worshiping Him. And you do spend time in His Word.
That's not
Whatever
writing.
that looks like for you is beautiful. God doesn't want you to try to be someone that you're not because He made you for a reason. And he set you apart for you to be you, not to be someone else. So don't go and try to be Emma, because you're not Emma, and I love that about you. There's only one you, and it's
At least she
incredible.
recognizes
So
that
make
she's
your
absurd
morning
and she doesn't
routine
want others to do it.
so real and
Indeed.
so genuine. He doesn't call us to be fake.
What the fuck? She's
That's
laughing
so
at
hard
us.
and boring. He
Oh.
wants you to be real. So
That is a morphine
whatever your morning routine
overdose
looks
if you've
like,
ever
let it
seen
be
one.
you, but let it be filled with prayer. Let it be filled with time in His Word, and let it be filled with worship. Because man, it sets the tone for your entire day.
Man, that's a oh my, oh.
There's a part 2.
There's a part. We have to do part 2 of this video then, and someday. But we were already 25 minutes long for this.
Yeah, that's enough for today.
Jesus
That's enough for
Christ.
today. Thank
much
you all
fun
for
this morning.
watching Apostate Analysis.
Fellow Manists,
Fellow
in the
Manists.
comments, show your support for the next part.
Yes, and we bid you farewell. Goodbye.